Hey everyone, I'm Eddie Keller with the Reynolds Center for Business Journalism, and today we're going to talk about using the American Fact Finder, a service provided by the United States Census Bureau, to find some data that you might not necessarily think to look for yourself. The American Fact Finder is a tool that allows you to look up data from multiple data sets, and today we're going to take a look at the business of love to find some statistics and data that could help us in our reporting. For instance, the annual salary of florists and jewelers in the United States and in a local area. So to start, we're going to go right here where it says Advanced Search and hit Show Me All. On this page, we're going to click here where it says Industry Codes. And to look up florists, we're going to type in the code 4531, which I only know because I Googled it. But you can Google an industry and find the industry code that applies to it. So we're going to hit florists. Then we'll close out of this and we're going to go over here to where it says topics. We'll choose business and industry, labor costs, payroll annual. Close out of this. And right here we're going to take a look at the Geography Area Series County Business Patterns. It comes from the 2013 Business Patterns data set, as you can see from the right side of the page back there. And right here, this is going to give us the information about florists in the United States, paid employees for the year, first quarter payroll, and annual payroll. So let's say we want to figure out the average salary that a florist makes in the United States. We're going to take the annual payroll right here, this number, 1046071. We're going to multiply it by 1,000 because that will give us the true figure. And then we're going to divide it by the number of paid employees for the year. So that is divide by 62222. So the average florist in the United States is making almost $17,000. If we want to look at a specific area, we come up here to where it says Add Remove Geographies, and you can type in where you want to look. So we'll look at Phoenix. It adds over here, you click Show Table, and it gives you the same information, but narrowed down to the area that you specified. Pretty interesting, so you can compare to the national average that way. And then if you want to look at a different industry, you do it the exact same way. You just come back to this screen, the original search screen. You exit out of the florist and the area that you selected. If you want to look at the national, you exit out of that. Go to the industry codes, type in the new industry code that you want to look up. So for instance, jewelers is 448310. Click on jewelry stores, close out. You get the same data set, it comes from the same place, same numbers, and the information is right there for you, and you just calculate it the same way by taking the annual payroll, multiplying by 1,000, because that'll give you the true figure, and then dividing it by the number of paid employees that it's based off of. So this is just how you interact with one data set on this website. Let's say we want to look at a completely different statistic, still revolving around the business of love. Let's now compare how many people are married in the city of Phoenix compared to the national average of how many people are married. Well, we're just going to choose some different categories to look at. We're going to start by going to topics. We'll hit people, marital and fertility status, marital status. We'll close out of that. And then we're actually going to choose this data set right here because it's the marital status data set that comes from the 2014 ACS one-year estimates. And I'm choosing this one because it's a little bit more specific with the one-year estimate as opposed to a 5-year estimate up here. The numbers that it gives you are just slightly different. This is giving you marital status statistics for the entire United States. And you can see that right now there's about 47.7% of the population 15 years and over is married. You can also compare directly in the same table two different geographies if you want. So we'll type in Phoenix, and then we're also going to choose the United States right here. We'll also add that to our selections as well. And you see, it shows you, the table gets wider, and you can see right in the same screen the two areas that you're comparing. So the United States has the 47.7% married, and the Phoenix area is just a little bit smaller at 47%. So come Valentine's Day, you can put out a report that is filled with statistics and data about the business of love, because nothing says romance like some cold, hard numbers. For more help and information on your reporting, visit businessjournalism.org.